guys, it's Lisa with Allergic Mama. I wanted to share something with you that I've been researching these past few days. Last week I went to the allergist and was diagnosed with several different food allergies. This hasn't been my first trip to the allergist nor my first time testing. I've been going probably since I was early to mid 30s, and it seems every few years my allergies change. I noticed something different with my body the spring of this year when I just began having problems digesting different foods, but I really couldn't pinpoint what was going on. So I thought it'd be a good time to go. I actually switched allergists to a different allergist that came highly recommended since my old allergist moved. Switched allergist, he's a specialist in the field in this area. So I went to see him and got skin tested on both my back and then further narrowed down on my arm. My allergies actually really surprised me. I've always had issues with wheat and dairy, mainly just inflammation with the wheat and then runny nose with the dairy. But the issues I've been having lately are stomach related, and I could never really pinpoint them. So when he did the testing this time, I was diagnosed with allergies to wheat, soy, beef, lamb, pork, milk, brewer's yeast, hops, barley, rye, and Caraya gum. Whatever Caraya gum is, I didn't know. I asked him, I'm like, what's this Caraya gum thing? He's like, oh, have you ever heard of Xanthan gum or Arabic gum? I'm like, yeah, it's in pretty much everything. And he's like, well, yeah, you have to completely avoid everything right now with that product in it. And it kind of got me thinking, I'm like, this is not an allergy I would have ever found out on my own. Who in the world thinks they're allergic to Xanthan gum, right? But it was in everything. I was taking a shake a day. I love my protein shakes every day just because it's such a simple breakfast, but every single one in the house had Xanthan gum in it. So I started to do some research on Xanthan gum, and basically what I found is it's a mold. You know, like that black mold on cauliflower or broccoli? That's basically how they make Xanthan gum. They get this mold to form on soy, wheat, corn. There's a few different mediums they use. And then they harvest the mold off, they, pasteurize it, clean it, whatever they do, but there still can be particles of the original protein left in it. So for example, if you're wheat intolerant and you have Xanthan gum, it could mimic the symptoms of your wheat intolerance. Gas, bloating, diarrhea without any of the pain. So it's something that no one would ever find. So this is some Xanthan gum. My daughter and I wanted to do a little experiment. We went to Whole Foods. Of course, they only had like $15 Xanthan gum, and we didn't want to pay to buy it on Amazon. So I bought some Xanthan gum, and I've got a thing of water here. It's supposed to be a thickener. From what I understand, it's a thickener added in products. And yes, certain products I can see, but like going through everything I had a keto drink that I loved. It was basically keto proteins. Loved it. Basically like a lemonade, if you will. So why it would need a thickener, I don't know. Also had a tomatillo salsa that had it in it as an ingredient that I would eat pretty much 3 to 4 times a week because I just love the stuff. But it was very runny, so nonetheless, I want to do an experiment and see. So I've got a big thing of water here. I don't know. I think the bottom says 3, so I'm assuming close to 3 liters. And then I'm going to take a tablespoon of the Xanthan gum. Put this over here. And I just want to see how much, I got my little mixer, I want to see how much it thickens as we add to it and what it really does to the water. It's really not even dissolving. Oh, it's kind of breaking up. Ooh. Well, that's really nasty because it's really not even dissolving in this. So I imagine when they manufacture stuff, I'm just going to go put the whole tablespoon in there. When they manufacture stuff with this stuff in it, I imagine they've got to go through quite the blending process to get it thick. Actually, that's pretty nasty. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of clumping up. The water's kind of got a really weird smell to it now. And you can see little pockets of it, on the top, just kind of expanding in the water. So I have to think, it almost looks like an oily substance actually. I have to think that when this goes into our stomachs, it just expands. I mean, it expands in the food we have, so how can this be healthy for us? And why is it added to so many things? It's really perplexing to me, but I wanted to put this video out there to let others know who are suffering from a wheat, soy, corn intolerance to be on the lookout for Xanthan gum. Try to eliminate that from your diet. Of course, ask your doctor any dietary changes, but if you try to eliminate Xanthan gum from your diet, maybe that'll help you feel better. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking in. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Have a great day.